I've lived here my whole life. I was raised by my mom. My mother and my father moved me down here to Arizona when I was only 9 months old. I am a state of Arizona employee. I work with the Division of Developmental Disabilities, which is very special to me as I have a disabled daughter myself. Knowing that I can be a part of helping and changing other people's lives, and it's really important and really neat to be a part of that. My daughter's getting older. She's going to be going to college soon. And I want to teach her to have a better relationship with finances than I did. I was raised by a single mom who lived paycheck to paycheck, so I was never really taught the importance of credit and not overextending your paycheck. As I got older, it was really important to my dad that he was back in my life. He tried to make sure that he would help me, spare 50 here, 25 there, tank of gas, some groceries. And so he would do that through his credit union in New York. And shared branching used to be very popular, and so I could take my debit card to branches that did shared branching. That's kind of how I found Mountain America. Everybody struggles from time to time. It's hard to unlearn habits that you've had for so long. I had heard that Mountain America had financial counseling, and that was something that I knew that I needed. I would say the advice that Becky gave was different than from what I've heard before. It was almost more like her and I were having a conversation as friends. It was, hey, what are some ways that we could maybe look at this differently to where you can still do the things that you want, but also get the things that you need while being able to save money, which is your ultimate end goal. And so what can we do to navigate that? There was a time where I was struggling a little bit financially over the holidays. I was taking my daughter to school and my tire blew while I was on the freeway. The only place I could afford to have it towed was like the most expensive tire shop. We are talking literally 2 weeks before Christmas. Talking with Becky, she's like, hey, you know that you have these options with your auto loan and your personal loan that you can do the skip pay. And then in addition to that, being a MyStyle Rewards checking account, you have earned enough points that you can actually do cash back. The cash back essentially ended up making up almost the cost of the tire, and then being able to have the option to skip a pay was then how I was able to still do Christmas with my kid. Becky saved Christmas. You're a person here at Mountain America. Everybody here treats every single member with respect, even when things are kind of rough. I'm here today because even when I wasn't a member, every time I walked in that door, everybody knew me. Everybody said hello. I was a name, not a number. I just can't say enough good things about Mountain America. Anybody who doesn't want to bank here is crazy. I'm Christy Mulholland, and I've been a Mountain America member since 2013.